She should not have done what she did. Still, I have pity for her. We must do our best to save her.
1, this is Santa Bay Base. Come in. Roger, Echo 1. Got a distress call from a House of Pleasure near your location. Owner says God's militia have killed several women and are cleansing sinners as they come in the door. Sending coordinates to you now. Confirm? (10-4), and your call on this one, Echo 1. But personally, I'm siding with the ladies. Santa Fe Base out.
Truly, this is the most civilized place I have ever been.
Gentle citizens, it has been brought to my attention that Fletcher had the audacity to escape. Please keep your eyes peeled and report any suspicious activity to your nearest civility enforcer. Until this matter is resolved, the execution will be placed on hold. Seeing as our guests, the Desert Rangers, are lawmen, they will be assisting in the investigation. One of the Desert Rangers has even graciously volunteered to take Fletcher's place until Fletcher is found and returned, alive. I'm sure this will provide proper motivation for them to return our friend Fletcher in a timely manner. Good day.
This jail would only work with those who respect the law. And those that break it generally don't.
Welcome to the Angel, as we like to call it. Did you have a question, gentle visitor? I'm afraid I need to hold on to my limited supplies. You see, I'm quite fond of my cats, and they do appreciate a fresh litter, almost as much as I appreciate a slice of fresh toast. It is impossible to be a good host without toast, and because of this, I have been haunted by failure. The cook says the heating element is partially worn out, so you can't make toast without burning half the bread. I've already asked the salvage teams to keep an eye out for heating elements, but so far, no luck. That is good news. Rhodia is known for their large reserves of ammunition, something we are always in need of here at the Angel. Tell the mayor that we are interested in his offer, and that we will be contacting him soon. Yes, he's told me this before, but he's given me no proof. It's a theory, not fact. I won't believe it until he has proof. Rob? No. Is this true? You're lying to me. It's impolite to lie. No. You're not lying. I've denied it for too long. The rise in odd behavior, the disappearances, I put it down to tensions between us and the Robinsons, but now... All right. Traditions can change if change is inevitable. The courtesy meet will stop, I promise you. They're doing what? I cannot accept. No, it's almost too obvious now. Her philosophy allows no room for harmonious coexistence. She will be dealt with in no uncertain terms. As for you, you have saved the Angel. I hope you'll harbor no hard feelings regarding your implication in Fletcher's escape. Speaking of which, we no longer require your aid in returning Fletcher. I will send word at once for your friend to be released and for all confiscated items to be returned. I believe Sheriff Marshall already promised you access to the radio for your help with the Fletcher situation. I would feel remiss to offer you the same reward twice. Uncouth. How about this in addition? Los Angeles is no longer the crime-free beacon of civility it was before the apocalypse. I will alert the armory that you may access any and all weapons we have. You can find it near visitor processing. As for the radio, my man Glenn will help you set up your equipment in the press booth, just through that modest vault. I'm afraid I need to hold on to my limited supplies. You see, I'm quite fond of my cats, and they do appreciate a fresh litter. Almost... Yes, it would be rude to talk about the affairs of others. I cannot believe Elizaveta would use me in this way. I am betrayed. Oh, this feels worse than the time I ate with the wrong fork. Our radio technician, of course. You'll find him over in the transmitter room. I hope you'll be able to make some good use of our radio. Our gracious progenitor responded to every question with an appellation of her interlocutors, gentle. Thus, we emulate her. I admit that without your rude interruption, I would have walked straight into Tori's plans. Therefore, I harbor no hard feelings towards you. Quite the contrary. You have proven yourselves to be quite favorable guests. It is impossible to be a good host without toast, and because of this, I have been haunted by failure. I'm afraid I need to hold on to my farewell, gentle rangers.
I hope this will lead to the Manorites being a civilizing influence in this land.
Attention, gentle citizens. The Desert Rangers have brought to my attention disturbing health concerns regarding well, the person who framed him is none other than Tori Robinson, who wanted to bring me down and take my place. That is the height of rudeness, and I therefore decree that Tori be detained. The main gate shall remain closed until Tori Robinson is detained. All citizens are to stay out of the way of... Attention, gentle citizens. Our guards report that Tori and some of her accomplices have slipped past our perimeter and are now at large. Citizens will be allowed out the main gate, but the Angel will remain on high alert until further notice. Desert Rangers, your presence is politely requested in the press booth. Good day.
like goats. Fuckers kick like crazy.
Rangers, pardon my hastiness, but the reason I've summoned you is because I have an urgent matter I'd like to discuss. You see, Tori Robinson poses a unique danger to the Angel, and I simply cannot allow her to remain at large. Sooner or later, she'll come back and start barking up our tree. So, what we need is for you to help out the Angel once more by finding Tori, and do we have an agreement? Your aid is deeply appreciated, Rangers. There's an old hideout a few miles away where I occasionally stay for some private business. I've received a tip from our sheriff that Tori may be heading there. Here, I'll mark the location on your map. Please be sure to bring some proof of your deed. There's no need to bring her body. I believe her head should suffice. That's an interesting way to put it, friend. We prefer to think of it as recycling or as communion. Well, it's not something we like to talk about, since it seems to upset first-time visitors to the Angel, but no, I don't deny it. It is a sacred part of our tradition, and something that brings us all closer together. Would it be more polite just to bury them? I think not. For the good of our society, we must kill one of our own every month. Should we just throw the body away like it was trash? No, that would be wasteful and disrespectful. Instead, we use every usable scrap of it to feed our people, thereby honoring the dead, and giving our otherwise vegetarian population some much-needed meat. That is why we call it courtesy meat, because we do it as a courtesy to the executed. Well, symbolically, we have shared the body of one of our brothers or sisters, making us all one. And, pragmatically, it makes anyone who's participated in the ritual complicit, and helps keep them quiet. We hold an execution once a month, gentle questioner, the sacrifice chosen from among our own. Whoever among us has most failed to uphold the rules of the sacred book, they are taken to the commons and killed for their sins, and ours. The sacrifice is a catharsis, helping to clear the petty tensions that build up amongst us every month. If you read the Bible, we are literally sharing the body, and in doing so we grow closer to one another. Besides, we only eat the rude and the unwanted. Everyone has a chance to avoid this fate. If we stopped eating this divine gift, what would we eat? Lizards? Chicken? That's disgusting. Now, if we knew where to get some cows, that might be a different story. We'd be happy to... Here's a note of intent to trade for cattle. It bears my own John Hancock. If you find an appropriate vendor, give him this in return for a cent. Yes, a shepherd, rancher, or herder who can supply us with a steady stock of meat would profit greatly from trade with the Oracle. The cook says the heating element is partially worn out, so you can't make toast without burning half the bread. I've already asked the salvage teams to keep an eye out for heating elements, but so far, no luck. It is impossible to be a good host without toast, and because of this, I have been haunted by failure. We scratched our home out of the wasteland and civilized the savages who lived here. Farewell, gentle rangers.
Maybe there's such a thing as too civilized.